Dave again. Another weekend off and picking up something cheap that didn't run. And this weekend it ended up being my Hahn Eclipse reel mower, probably from the early 60s. Guy said it ran last year. Didn't take me too long, maybe a half an hour cleaning the carburetor to get it to run this year. And I have a tendency to believe him that the engine did run last year, but and it's a 2-horse Briggs. Does have nice decals on it here yet for the age of it. It's pretty cool. I suspect the engine might have run last year, but the actual reel down here, I have a suspicion it's been a good many years since that has actually turned and it's mowed any grass, but it says it's a Rocket 20. So I'm assuming it's a 20-inch. And these are hollow tires. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna blow some great stuff right down in there because, you know, it's only the thickness of the rubber here that's hollow. And I had them off to free up the reel so that it could actually mow again. And it's the only thing I can think of right now. I mean, it functions with the holes in those wheels, but I was just going to blow some great stuff in there and let it expand and trim off the outside and paint it black or whatever. But it actually has wooden rollers here across the back behind the mower. And I actually picked up 2 things today up in Rochester. Tried to make a trip worthwhile. This was my backup secondary thing to pick up. I really went up there for another 1962 Snowbird snowblower, which a dealer had, and he looked at this. I had it in my truck before I got there, and he really liked this. He looked at that motor and looked at the numbers, and he thought it was probably about a 1962. But 2-horse, and it seems to run pretty good. Not much smoke, if any. And it's the Hahn Eclipse, which my daughter's a giraffe lover, so I sent her a picture of this. Thought that'd be kind of interesting. But actually, when I was probably 12, 13 years old, I had a Hahn Eclipse that I got for free, but it wasn't a reel mower. It was a rotary mower, a standard type mower, but that was a super great mower. Maybe it was just because I got it for free and got it running, and it seems like it lasted forever. I don't even remember what happened to that, but my father's not around anymore to ask him. But I'll see if I can give you a little demonstration of this. My grass is getting a little tall, so I don't know how well it would work. It worked good out in my front yard, which wasn't as high, but see what happens. Okay, well, it cut. Not terrible. Feels like it probably could need a little sharpening, and this grass is pretty high, and right there at the end she kind of was goobering up. But hey, for being a non-runner, it's a couple hours ago, I'm pretty satisfied with this purchase. We'll keep her alive for a few more years. Maybe somebody else will take over when I get done. But I don't have any reel mowers in this. I do have the huge reel mower that I just got last weekend, but that's kind of looking like that might end up being, I may keep the engine off from that one and the sulky part, and hopefully I can find somebody that really needs those reel mowers. I hate to just junk them, but it was probably destined for the scrapyard before I got it, so if I can keep that big old Wisconsin engine, that'll be fine with me. I do have it semi-running, runs for a few seconds, needs a carburetor really, but this one here, this seems to run nice, and I looked at a couple other reel mowers, but like a lot of things, people think they're worth way more than what they're really worth, especially if you're going to just add them to your collection like I do. But I believe this is a 2 horsepower, and she does seem to be running pretty sweet right now. And sharpen this blade up on this sucker, and I think I'll be able to use it a couple of times each year just to keep her in action. But yeah, I picked up a Snowbird snowblower today, and that one actually, it needs a few little things done to it. It's not like everything I normally pick up that doesn't run, doesn't do anything. It actually functions. I was hesitant about buying something that actually worked, but I figured out the amount of time I had in my same model Snowbird from last winter that was a basket case, and time and parts, and what I paid for the other one, and it kind of made sense to actually buy this other one that's functioning at this point with a few little odds and ends to fix up. But this really made my day. I got her fired up and thought I was going to go cut some grass, and then I found out that reel didn't turn. She wasn't going to cut nothing, but the guy only told me that it did run last year, and I believe that's possible, no question about it. But he didn't say that he cut any grass with it, and I'm sure he didn't. It's probably been 15-20 years since this thing cut any grass. So all right, well, that's the new weekend purchase, and she's up and running already. It's supposed to be a winter project, but as you can see, we ain't got any snow, so it's probably going to be done before winter. But thanks for watching, and I'm sure we'll be putting up some more videos. Catch you later.